Yo, you guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we got a huge Michigan football update as we're going to be going over, everybody that has declared for the NFL draft, who is transferring out of Michigan, and including a coach that actually left Michigan for another job. We're also going to be talking about Jim Harbaugh and whether or not he will stay here or go to the NFL. We're going to be talking about everything and all the updates and news that have been going around here around Michigan football. Make sure you guys watch the whole entire video for the latest news and updates. And if you guys are new around here, I'd really appreciate it if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And other than that, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so a lot has been going on. We're going to be going over everything and touching up on everything that you guys need to know. Starting off with a couple news from a couple days ago. About 2 days ago, Aiden Hutchinson and David Ojabo both declared for the NFL draft. Also, wide receiver Dalen Baldwin, he also declared for the NFL draft, as well as defensive tackle Chris Hitton, he also declared. And then we also had a lot of players transferring. Defensive back Andre Seldom, he's transferring. Defensive back George Johnson, he is transferring. Defensive back Darian Green Warren, he is transferring as well. And then linebacker Anthony Solom is also transferring. Now, a couple things on those transfers. Obviously, a couple of those players were recruited by Don Brown, including Anthony Solomon. He was actually recruited at the Viper position, which Don Brown used in his system. And obviously, with the new defensive scheme from McDonald's defensive scheme, some of them probably don't fit it, and it's just a new defensive scheme that they just did not get recruited by. So that has a factor with all these defensive players transferring. So yeah, those are the players that transferred so far. There might be more. Then also in that day, defensive lineman coach Sean Nuya also actually left Michigan to take the same position at USC. So he is the defensive line coach at USC now. So that definitely sucks. However, we will find a replacement for him. And actually, Bruce Feldman was actually suggesting that Michigan analyst Ryan Osborne could be promoted to the defensive line position now for Michigan. He was actually expected to accept a job at the University of Connecticut, so we'll see how that plays out. It could be Ryan Osborne, it might not be. We'll just have to see who Harbaugh elects to put in the defensive line position for the coach of the defensive line. So, but yeah, Sean Nuya, he is departing for USC now for the same job. Tough loss, but we will get somebody else, and we'll just have to replace him. And then also moving on, I'm pretty sure the last couple players and the last news to talk about is running back Hassan Haskins. He declared for the NFL draft, as well as safety Daxton Hill. Those players both announced last night that they were going to be going or declaring for the NFL draft, which actually really sucks. Obviously, Hassan Haskins, I was expecting that, but Daxton Hill, I know he was a good player, and obviously will get drafted, probably late first round, second round, we'll see. But I was kind of hoping he would stay, just, to stay another year to prove how good he really is. But, it would just be nice to have him on this team for the younger, very talented cornerbacks coming in. But obviously, he's going to get his money. And, so yeah, best of luck to all those players entering the draft. They deserve it, and they've worked very hard for this. And, it's their decision at the end of the day. And, so yeah, hopefully they do good in the NFL, and look forward to seeing some familiar faces in the NFL. Alright, so I just got word today that we do have more updates. Actually, Chuck Filiega actually entered the transfer portal. He is a redshirt junior offensive lineman. He was never a regular starter, however, he did start in 8 games, so he did come off the bench here and there and started in some games if players were hurt. So, but yeah, he has entered the transfer portal. And then also Josh Ross has declared for the NFL draft. Alright, with all that news out of the way, I'm not really going to, talk much about any of that stuff anymore. Now we're going to be talking about Jim Harbaugh. There's been a lot of rumors going around. Will he go back to the NFL? There's teams like the Las Vegas Raiders, also the New York Giants. And it's really, we obviously have this every offseason. There's a bunch of rumors and everything. Obviously, hopefully Michigan offers him a new contract. Just paying him his money, anything he wants. And really one of the biggest things is the NIL situation. So yeah, there's just a lot of rumors going around and everything. Also, before we do continue with Jim Harbaugh, I almost forgot, but one other player that entered the transfer portal was quarterback Dan Villari. Obviously, it's not a huge loss because, we already have two other quarterbacks going to be competing, Cade McNamara and J.J. McCarthy, for the starting job. But yeah, Dan Villari has entered the transfer portal, just to let you guys know about that. Alright, so back to the Jim Harbaugh discussion. It seems to me a lot of more worriness is in Michigan fans right now about Jim Harbaugh leaving, just because there is a lot coming out. And one thing I will say, Jim Harbaugh actually told a top 24/7 signee of plan to entertain NFL options, pretty much meaning, he's gonna, just, so pretty much this means, it's not saying that he's going to leave, but he's just going to explore options pretty much, and I'm sure he is exploring options and everything, and that's fine to do. To me, I have a feeling that he will stay in Michigan, but it's never, but it's never for sure. He's always going to have those NFL options teams calling him and everything, and I mean, after all, he is one of the only coaches to perform well as a head coach in both college and the NFL. So he's a very good coach, and obviously teams will always, try to get him to come. But Michigan right now, what they have to do to keep Jim Harbaugh is first of all, give him a new contract. Second of all, you have to build an NIL program. Pretty much what's going on is a lot of people are realizing that Jim Harbaugh, he wants a good NIL program to pretty much for the players to go to, make money. That's what Texas A&M has done. If you guys do not know, Texas A&M has one of the best recruiting classes right now, and they're getting a lot of recruits right now, and a lot of that has to deal with the NIL program that they have for the players. So first, that has to happen for Jim Harbaugh. That's what he wants, and obviously, he knows now what he has to do to win a national championship, to compete with Alabama, with Georgia, and now Texas A&M is going to be in the conversation with all the recruits they're going to get. He knows what he has to do, and if Michigan can offer him, what he needs to make this program into a national contender to win the national championship and compete with the big dogs, he could seriously go to the NFL. So we'll see what happens. Michigan, though, that's exactly what they have to do. They have to, first of all, give him his contract, and we also need to give him an NIL program, to help him out. And another talk was going on about the academics and pretty much loosening up on the academics for Michigan. Obviously, Michigan has very high standards for academics, and it sometimes does mess up recruiting and getting players over here. For instance, like Xavier Worthy, one of the best wide receivers in the class of 2021, he actually committed to Michigan. However, he had problems academically, and with that, he wasn't able to come here to Michigan, so he went to Texas. So that really sucked, and he is very fast and would have been a very, very big player here at Michigan and a huge threat for the offense. We just couldn't do it because of academics, and so a lot of people think that Harbaugh wants Michigan to loosen up a little bit just for the sake of this program, and because a lot of Michigan fans have also questioned that and really want that fixed as well. But we'll see what happens. A lot is going on right now, but that is pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Don't want to make this video too long for you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of all this stuff. Harbaugh, I have a feeling he will stay. He literally said that he would do this job for free, and he loves this team. He is always gonna love Michigan, and he's a Michigan man. So hopefully he doesn't go to the NFL, but we will see. It's just a waiting game at this point, and Michigan has to give him what he wants if they want him to stay here. So hopefully they do, and obviously it is out of our control. All we can do is just sit here and spectate, and hopefully everything works out for us. Other than that, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more. We will be out with another video as well. Probably the next video will be, if any big news happens, obviously we'll post a video about that. But other than that, tomorrow Michigan plays Michigan State in basketball, so I'll be covering a post-game video. Hopefully tomorrow after the game, we'll see though, if not Sunday. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.